Welcome to Sock Talk.
where the universe is watching you back and it is absolutely not blinking.
I'm Alex. I need evidence for things. And today Riley is going to try to convince me that a rock from outer space was actually a spaceship.
It's not a rock. That's the whole point. That's exactly the whole point, and we haven't even started yet.
We also have a theory about why the entire universe has gone completely silent, which is either very comforting or...
It is not comforting. It is the opposite of comforting. Please do not let anyone think it is comforting. Okay. October 2017. An astronomer in Hawaii is scanning the sky and picks up something moving through our solar system.
a comet, a rock, a thing. Space has lots of things.
Except this thing came from outside the solar system. First interstellar object ever detected passing through. And it is moving in a way that does not match anything we have ever seen.
Okay, but that could just be a weird comet with an unusual trajectory from a distant star system. Space is big. Weird things happen.
Alex, it accelerated. After it passed the sun, it sped up with no visible force acting on it, no tail, no gas jets, nothing we could point to and say that is why it is accelerating.
Wait,
No outgassing. Comets accelerate near the sun because they release gas. That is a thing. That is a known thing. Oumuamua had none of that. Scientists looked. They looked very hard. Nothing
so it just got faster on its own.
on its own, speeding up as it left, like it had somewhere to be.
Okay, that is a dramatic way to describe a physics anomaly. Like it had somewhere to be. It's an object. Objects don't have appointments.
Tell that to Avi Loeb.
Who is Avi Loeb?
Only a Harvard astrophysicist, former chair of the astronomy department, not a person in a basement with string on a corkboard. A Harvard professor who looked at all the data and said, publicly in a peer-reviewed context, this could be a light sail from an extraterrestrial civilization.
A light sail.
A thin, flat structure pushed by light pressure. Like a solar sail, that would explain the acceleration, light from our sun pushing it along, and it would also explain why it looked so flat and wide like a pancake shape, which is already strange for a rock.
Okay, but that could just be a weird flat rock. Space has flat rocks. We've seen unusual asteroid shapes before. That's not...
Alex, it was 10 times longer than it was wide, minimum. And some estimates put it much flatter than that. Natural objects don't really do that. That is not a thing rocks tend to do.
I mean, okay, that's a strange shape.
And we couldn't study it properly because by the time we realized how weird it was already leaving. We had a window and it closed.
That's actually the most frustrating part of all of this.
Right? Like imagine something genuinely unexplained visits our solar system and we're standing there with our telescopes going, wait, hang on, come back.
Gone. Just gone.
And Loeb's argument isn't even definitely aliens. His argument is that we should not rule it out, that scientists have a responsibility to not dismiss that hypothesis just because it sounds uncomfortable.
That's actually a reasonable scientific position. I can respect that framing.
Wait, is Alex respecting something?
Don't make it weird, Riley.
No, but that's the thing. When a Harvard professor says we should consider this and the response from the scientific community is mostly embarrassed silence or dismissal, that itself is a data point, right?
Or the scientific community just has higher standards of evidence than one hypothesis from one researcher.
Or they don't want to be the person who officially says we think that was a spaceship, because what do you do after that? What is the next step?
That's a good question, actually.
What do you do after that?
You sit with it? I guess you just sit with it.
And it's already gone, so you don't even get to look anymore. You just have to wonder.
Okay, I do not love that.
Okay, so here's where it connects because Oumuamua just vanishes, right? Accelerates and leaves. And the question that immediately follows is if there are civilizations out there capable of building light sails, where are they? Why haven't we heard from them?
Which is the Fermi Paradox, which is a famous question that smart people have been asking for decades.
Enrico Fermi, 1950, sitting at lunch with colleagues, doing math in his head about how many stars there are, how many planets, how much time there's been, and he just says casually, where is everybody?
Because statistically, given the size of the universe and the age of it, we should have heard something by now.
We should have heard a lot of somethings, even one civilization a little older than us, expanding at even a tiny fraction of the speed of light, they would have touched every corner of the galaxy by now. And we have silence, complete silence.
Okay, but that could just be we're not listening right, wrong frequencies, wrong technology. We're relatively young as a civilization. Maybe we're just bad at this.
That's one explanation, and it's a hopeful one. But there's another explanation.
I can tell by your voice, I'm not going to like it.
Dark forest theory.
That sounds like a book title.
It is actually from a book, a science fiction novel, but the logic underneath it is taken very seriously by people who study this stuff. And the logic goes like this. Every civilization needs resources. Resources are finite. You can never fully verify another civilization's intentions. And the risk of trusting the wrong one is extinction.
Okay?
So the rational move, the cold, logical game theory move is to eliminate any civilization you detect before they can eliminate you. Because if they're out there and they find you first, you're done. There is no second place.
That is a dark thought.
So the universe is a dark forest, and every civilization is a hunter, moving silently, hiding their fire. Because the moment you make noise, the moment you broadcast your location, you are a target.
And we have been broadcasting for about 100 years.
Radio signals, television, military radar, all of it expanding outward at the speed of light in every direction from this planet.
So we're the ones who made noise.
We are extremely loud. In cosmic terms, we are standing in the dark forest screaming and lighting fires.
Why did nobody tell me this when I was a child so I could have processed it then?
It gets slightly worse.
Of course it does.
The silence of the universe might not mean nobody's out there. It might mean everyone else figured this out already. They all went quiet. They're all hiding. And the fact that we haven't been visited yet might not be because we're alone. It might be because nothing has gotten here yet.
Stop.
Or because something is watching us decide what to do next.
Stop. Stop, stop, stop.
And then this object shows up, accelerating, leaving, shaped like nothing natural, and then it goes quiet again.
Like a scout?
I didn't say that.
No, I said it.
Yeah, you did.
What if it was looking at us the whole time it was here?
What if the acceleration wasn't random? What if it had enough data and it left?
Okay, I need a second.
Take your time.
So either the universe is empty, which is lonely, or it's full and everyone's hiding, which is terrifying, or something already came and checked on us and filed a report.
Those are the options as I understand them, yes.
And we're sitting here on this planet making noise.
We have been for 100 years.
Okay, I'm a little worried now.
Yeah. Welcome to the forest, Alex.
I don't like the forest.
Nobody who understands it does.
So, a Harvard professor thinks the first object we ever saw come from outside our solar system was a probe, or a sail, or something built. And the reason the universe is silent might be because everything out there already learned to be quiet, and we haven't yet.
And Oumuamua came, and it looked, and it left.
And we have no idea what it told anyone.
We have no idea.
If this kept you up tonight, that was not an accident. You found this for a reason. We're here every week, going deeper into the things that don't quite add up. Don't lose us. The forest gets darker from here,